this is not an easy film to make. This is just not an easy film to make. And to have been able to just make it and put it out there is a triumph.
It is.
It is true, because it's very difficult to find people who trust actors who are not stars. Because हम अपनी जगह पे सही है, but ऐसा भी नहीं है कि हम A-listers in that sense है, जो reality है.
I feel like strong female friendships have this beautiful quality to them which no other relationship in your life can have. You know, like when two women decide to have each other's back, you can feel limitless.
I have felt no sense of jealousy, no sense of competitiveness, no sense of insecurity with the four of us. And I have been hanging out on several sets where men are ruling the roost. And the amount of insecurity and backbiting and bitching and hyperventilating that I've seen them do. I mean, I've yet to see a woman do that to another woman.
And still that's attributed to us. Apparently we are the jealous
It's apparently perceived as more entertaining.
Yes.
Hello everyone, welcome to News 18, and today we have with us the beating hearts of Dhak Dhak.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Beating with great excitement.
Yes, how have you been?
Amazing. We've just had our trailer launch today.
Yes.
So, excited. And the reactions have been beautiful. So we're happy and we're excited and we're anxious.
So Dhak Dhak ho raha hai, basically.
Full.
Okay, so tell me something. I've heard that the four of you actually rode a bike from New Delhi to Khardungla.
4 bikes actually. One each.
I mean one each. Really?
You enjoyed it.
Please tell me how that trip was.
Who wants to start?
You start?
I'll start because I'm the worst rider of this lot. They're all very good except me. I was the one who had never sat even on a scooter before this. So I had to start from scratch, and thankfully I have got wonderful help from many friends here who trained me before we started. So the journey for me started in Bombay on a bike, and a 350cc bullet is not fun for a 65-year-old babe. I can tell you that. And I fell hundreds of times. Fortunately, I was very well guarded, so I didn't hurt or break anything. And then it got better as we went along. Also, of course, it was very well protected. We were not driving through the regular traffic. We were all organized traffic. Except once, when I was sitting pillion, thank heavens, and she rode through an old Delhi traffic.
Oh my God.
Unrestricted. Just go, shoot. There was a hidden camera. And she was zipping through all that. So these babes were really, really something else. I'm most impressed with them. I have to say I'm never going to ride again.
But I understand. She's a rock star because the moment she would fall, ऐसे spring जैसे उठ जाती थी as if nothing happened. And it's a huge bike. There was one incident in that scene when you had fallen. और वहाँ पे सारे पत्थर थे. मतलब एक चू तक नहीं की उन्होंने, बस सीधा उठ के scene कर लिया वापस. Even Diya, you know, that day when you had twisted.
She had a bad fall.
She had a bad fall.
But it was great fun. And I mean, I was going to Ladakh for the first time. I'd never been there. So everything was a revelation for me. And my most precious revelation was the kind of mood that bikers have on the road. The sense of community, the sense of, you know, being there for each other. कोई भी एक bike breakdown हो जाए, 4 बंदे आके खड़े हो जाएंगे साथ में. That sense of being part of a community is just magical.
Beautiful.
I loved it. I mean, for many things I have enjoyed in this film, including meeting these wonderful ladies.
You're in love with me.
But absolutely, totally adore you. But the whole experience and the smoothness with which we went through it, it was amazing. We had all kinds of problems, of course, like in any shoot.
But it was so challenging.
So challenging.
I think, you know, if I had to, this journey was a revelation. And it was life transforming. Because as an artist in an industry that is so patriarchal, to get such a simple, honest, dignified, feminist story that was so rooted in empathy and brought four strangers, and even in the story of four strangers who come together, we were four strangers who came together to tell the story together. And whether the oxygen was thin or some of the routes were hard and we were injured, or Fatty had a few situations where she'd had a epileptic attack, like a fit, and within seconds she's gotten up and done
one of the most significant and the most dramatic scenes in the film.
I have sobbed, not because she's a brilliant performer, but what commitment as an artist. And I think this film was testament to that commitment of storytelling. Right from the day it was written, to the producers who made it, who entrusted this story with us and put us out there on that road to cover that distance. And I feel Dhak Dhak covers a very, very important distance that we needed to cover.
Absolutely.
And I always get goosebumps when I talk about this film. I'm like, thank God I have hair on my hands. I can see it.
But Fatima, that also makes you a rock star.
She is.
अच्छा that's why नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, part and parcel of our job है. हम लोगों को कोई गिरता है, कोई पड़ता है.
Actually that is what really one learned, that you don't have to hide. We were all very different people. All of us have had breakdowns. All of us have behaved badly in different times, different situations. Yet at the end of the day, we have all believed in what we were doing. So I think that is the takeaway.
And in the end, you have to trust the process. And मुझे लगता है कि हम सब ये project इसलिए कर रहे थे because we really believed in it. बहुत इच्छा थी, बहुत मन था. Everybody wanted to give 100%. ऐसी कोई भी जगह हम नहीं चाहते थे कि हमारी तरफ से कुछ lacking हो या कुछ कमी रह जाए. तो उस हिसाब से I wanted to give my 100% and I really enjoyed it. It was a very tough schedule क्योंकि हम एक लोकेशन से दूसरे लोकेशन जा रहे हैं, altitude ऊपर जा रहा है, नीचे जा रहा है, समय लगता है altitude से adjust करने के लिए. पर उसमें भी beauty है क्योंकि आप you're being pushed. You have to act, but you're being pushed in every way possible, and that is reality.
Absolutely.
जो बाइकर्स है जब वो जाते हैं तो इट इज टफ. कहीं पे लैंडस्लाइड हो रहा है क्योंकि पहाड़ ऐसे ही होते हैं, कहीं पे कुछ भी हो रहा होता है, आपको पता नहीं है. बट दैट इज द ब्यूटी एंड आई एम हैप्पी कि एज एन एक्टर मुझे इसका एक ग्लिम्स experience करने को मिला.
In very controlled situations.
In a very controlled situation.
I wouldn't do that on my own.
In a very controlled situation. And so मैं बचपन से राइड कर रही हूँ, मुझे पहले से बाइक चलाना था.
she's the rider amongst us.
मतलब नहीं, पापा ने सिखाया था, उसके बाद छोड़ दिया. तो पर जब बॉम्बे में हम सब लोग रिहर्स कर रहे थे, I used to ride out. तो मैं बैंड्रा इधर उधर चली जाती थी. एक चीज थी जो रियलाइज होता है फॉर वुमेन ड्राइवर्स और जो गाड़ियां चलाते हैं या जो बाइक चलाते हैं, स्पेशली बाइक, बहुत मुश्किल है. क्योंकि जब मैं निकलती थी, कैट कॉलिंग, लोग रेस करते थे मेरे साथ बेमतलब का. मैं मतलब भाई क्या जरूरत है, कौन सा ईगो तुम्हारा सेटिस्फाई होने वाला है, मैं अपनी बाइक चला रही हूँ अपने लेन में, आप क्यों परेशान हो रहे हो. फिर वो लोग को मजा आता था, वो लोग रेस करेंगे, फिर देखेंगे ये देखो मेरी बाइक फास्टर है. मैं बोला जा भाई तेरी बाइक फास्ट है, एंजॉय कर, मुझे क्या करना है. बट देयर वाज वन गाय हु वाज फॉलोइंग अस. जो हमारी ट्रेनर है रितिका, वो और मैं निकल जाते थे, एक आदमी था फॉलो कर रहा है. बोला भाई अंकल आप कहाँ जा रहे हो. बोला नहीं हम तो जा रहे हैं. तो मेरा पीछे पीछे घर
मुंबई,
ये मुंबई की बात है, ये मुंबई की बात है. तो वो बोला कि हम तो बस जा रहे हैं. मैं तो घर ही आ जाओ आप हमारे साथ, अगर आप इतना ही जा रहे हैं तो. बट द फैक्ट इज दैट वुमेन राइडर्स हैव अ लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम.
राइट.
कर क्या रहे हैं हम, कुछ गलत नहीं कर रहे, बाइक ही चला रहे हैं. उसमें इतना बड़ा परेशानी होने की बात या ईगो प्रॉब्लम होनी ही नहीं चाहिए. इट्स जस्ट अ बाइक, you know, but it is, although it's just a novel thing. And that is what I'm
but it's also been a symbol of masculinity.
Yes,
absolutely.
And that being threatened.
Yes.
But the point is कि hopefully Dhak Dhak will make it possible. That people
True.
will not
No,
look.
but I feel like every
every
woman rider makes it possible. You know, so all these amazing women riders that
Yes,
we met,
yes, such fabulous women.
Fabulous
communities,
And
these communities.
that's
like
what
you
I really
said.
loved.
Yeah.
I really love that. fact.
Sanjana, too quiet.
Yes, Sanjana,
You can
please.
contribute to the conversation.
No,
I know we
I
talk
mean, we have
too
to give her a
much.
chance, you know.
Sorry, it's true.
No, I mean, I agree with everything that they're saying. So, yeah.
Okay, but tell me, you know, how different, I mean, you have been a producer, Diya. How different is it when you have a set that's run by a woman? Do you think women actors or women crews needs in general are met?
But it wasn't a set run by either a man or a woman.
Yeah.
It was a really equal, almost gender-free set. That was what was fantastic about it. I mean, there was no. I didn't felt that I'm a woman or I'm being given.
I mean, our writer and directors are both men.
Yeah.
They have somehow had the ability to write women for such different women in such a nuanced way. So
Yeah,
we
what
weren't.
a powerful feminist.
We would actually ask Tarun in awe that how do you understand a woman's psyche so well? Because he's only been surrounded by his mothers, his sisters, his mothers, his aunts and stuff. So we weren't going by who's man, who's woman on set either.
Yes. And that is something that I'm noticing on several sets.
Yeah.
Particularly of the kind of films that I have done.
Yeah. Same.
I am really finding that this gender blindness on a set, it's wonderful.
No, but I have to say, as somebody who was the first one to be cast in on this film, I had the script sitting with me for almost 7-8 months, and I know the process that the producers Taapsee and Pranjal went through to bring it all together and make it happen. It is not easy to tell this story.
Absolutely, I'm sure it was.
It takes a lot of fortitude and a lot of strength
And
belief in the subject to pull what they have off. That I'm talking about the prelude to the actual shoot.
Right.
The shoot itself is so daunting.
Yeah.
It's such a challenging thing to do. On a normal day, just as a writer, it's hard enough. Imagine traveling with a crew strength of 200 people. Caring for their
Everyone's
their
falling
food,
ill.
and we
Everyone's,
had
having really
people,
tough times.
all kinds of sickness happening because oxygen levels are low after a certain point.
Right.
And they were extraordinary challenges that were met
and
with
hot
so
food
much.
everywhere, even in that place on the way to
We
Khardungla.
start-
Kौन सी थी जगह?
Yeah.
That one. नहीं Khardungla से पहले the one we shot in, the most difficult location for us.
Lamayuru.
No. Vadila. Oh man, that was a tough one.
Yeah.
But there was hot food. Outside. Of course you were there. What do you mean you were not?
We ate hot food. We got the best. We got access to everything we needed to be strong and comfortable and happy.
Medical support.
Yeah.
Totally, all the time with
all
us.
the time.
And a physio.
Oh, lovely.
Come and sort me out.
But I have to say that this is not an easy film to make.
Yeah.
This is just not an easy film to make. And to have been able to just make it and put it out there is a triumph.
It is.
It is true because it's very difficult to find people who trust actors who are not stars because हम अपनी जगह पे सही है but ऐसा भी नहीं है कि हम A-listers in that sense है जो reality है और उनके साथ फिल्म बनाना अलग होता है एक gaze मिलता है एक attention मिलता है for a producer for a director to believe in us and to go with their instinct and to go with the faith that we will pull it off and we'll do it and we'll give our best is commendable because then it gives actors like me some faith and hope के ऐसी फिल्में मेरे साथ बन सकती हैं
बिल्कुल
और फिर वो मुझे I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to all the work that is going to happen because if Pranjal and Taapsee can make this happen and that means that it will happen so I'm happy that it happened.
So, in the trailer we see this 4 ordinary women like it's stated in the trailer and, through this journey they sort of not only discover each other but also the sense of sisterhood and bonding, that they see, that they get in one another. How important is this sense of sisterhood for you guys in real life, in a man's
Sanjana,
world like
you
this?
must answer this question.
Please do.
Come on, quickly.
I mean, it's the most important thing because once you have it in your life, you realize that it kind of can make you feel invincible. I feel like strong female friendships have this beautiful quality to them which no other relationship in your life can have. Like when two women decide to have each other's back, you can feel like limitless.
True.
And I like. Personally, I grew up having mostly guy friends in my school.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you go to a girls' college and you realize कि अब तो अटक गए, अब तो सिर्फ लड़कियों से दोस्ती करनी पड़ेगी. And it just changes. And like on this set also, anything that any of us felt on any day, we didn't even have to say it to each other, right? Like if Fatty's feeling relatively not the best on a particular day, we all would just know and we'd take one for the team or any of us.
Right.
And that's just such a unique emotion, I feel, to have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have felt no sense of jealousy, no sense of competitiveness, no sense of insecurity
Right.
with the four of us.
Yeah.
And I have been hanging out on several sets where men are ruling the roost.
Yeah.
And the amount of insecurity and backbiting and bitching and hyperventilating that I've seen them do. I mean, I've yet to see a woman do that to another woman.
Yeah.
And still that's attributed to us. Apparently we are the jealous
It's
one.
apparently perceived as more entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. So, okay, we don't have time. You know, before we let you go, we'll quickly wrap this up in a minute. Since this is about, you know, a trip, a road trip, we'll do a yes or no trip-related questions. Okay, for all of you. Okay, have you ever been on a solo trip in real life?
Yes.
No.
No?
I have.
Okay.
That's my next thing on the...
Lovely. Okay, can you tell us where?
I went to a forest in Karnataka.
Okay.
I went to Himachal.
Yes, and you?
I've not.
Oh, you have not?
No.
Okay, okay.
We'll go on.
And then
Together.
do it. Okay, have you ever lost your bag / wallet / documents?
Sab kuch.
All of the above.
Absolutely. Who hasn't?
Yeah.
Never.
I have
Never?
What?
You're too responsible.
Yeah.
Let's put
I
a
can't
halo around
imagine
her.
me losing
I'll grow
the...
wings also. I've never lost anything.
Okay, made a friend on a trip.
Many.
Many.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
Learned this from my mother.
Okay.
Watched her my whole childhood, picking up conversation with people she'd just seen. Somebody's passing by, somebody's sitting here.
Yes.
So she's probably one of the first people in my life that taught me that a stranger is not bad.
I agree. My mom did the same for me.
Okay.
And how easy and wonderful it is to find
Connections.
with people.
With whosoever you meet
All
around.
you need to do is to strike a conversation.
Bilkul.
Just say hi.
Yeah.
True.
I've had
आपका नाम क्या है? And
Bas.
then it's just lovely.
It's lovely.
Okay. Lost your heart to a stranger on a trip.
No.
नहीं यार,
That's
ऐसा तो
many
नहीं हुआ।
filters.
ऐसा नहीं हुआ।
Okay.
No.
Missed a flight.
मैं नहीं। अरे बाप रे।
I've missed one.
मेरे साथ तो
One. Me too.
One.
Just one.
International flight. It was a nightmare.
So when I book my tickets, I book it on the wrong month, wrong day.
Wrong sector, wrong...
Everything. मैं मतलब पागल हूँ।
Somebody book her tickets for
Please.
her.
Okay, the
My
last
brother
one.
does it now.
Last one. If you could actually go take a bike ride somewhere, where would you go? I mean, she doesn't want to anymore.
No, but if I would, I'd go to Khardungla again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd like
I
to
was
do that
going to
again.
say that. I would do Delhi to Khardungla.
खारदुंगला नहीं जाऊंगी मैं क्योंकि I had gotten very sick that day. I had gotten
Yes,
very sick.
yes.
Okay.
I couldn't.
Where do you
Enjoy
want to go
that.
then?
उसके नीचे
Nubra.
तक।
Nubra
हाँ,
जाना।
Nubra से।
I would repeat our Khardungla journey for
Great,
sure.
great.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, take me on this journey again and again, please.
that would be great, yeah. Well, thank you so much to all four of you. All the very best for Dhak Dhak.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, I am Sanjana Sanghi.
Hi, मैं हूँ फातिमा सना शेख.
मैं रत्ना पाठक शाह.
I'm Mirza and you're watching us on
News 18.